few months ago. We talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. This is intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, When he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
8 yards there on a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and say, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. He'll drop to throw. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The numbers a week ago for Michel: 21 carries, 73 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 22. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Let's get it.
On second down now, it's Burnett, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. I know in most cases people think you throw the ball in this situation, and when they ran, it almost felt like a little bit of a surrender, maybe a give up. But I don't know if that's really the case. They might have been probing a little bit, checking the defense and filing it away for later. They might have something working later on.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
Exit. 52 right here. Wildville. 5-2.
Ready? The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Hey, Wood.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
This is Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it.
Hurry. Watch that in. Tight end right. Everyone, you got 4 down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Check, cross, 6-6, bullet high.
2nd and 13. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Got a man open, that's Harry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Catch is made by Harry. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Trubisky. And this one complete to Smith. And down inside the 15 he goes. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. That's complete to Butler. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now Trubisky to throw. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now back to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, and it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Watch a slant, watch a slant. Look at me. Go. Twist. Get it.
They'll set up to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
Yeah, well, the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, they run with Michel. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long to Michel on the screen. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will get it at their own 20-yard line. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football.
Hey, Echo. Nine 51. Protein spill. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Check down to Breida. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Go, go.
On play action, they'll throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Hustle, hustle, hustle.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, Zoo.
52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. Coming.
He'll look to throw. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Now a play fake here on 1st down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Back to throw here. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he's got this way down inside of New England's 10-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 56 yards. He'll drop to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Michel. Well, the ball is out. Michel lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
It's a 69-yard punt. 69 yards. Wow. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Two times.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Jones breaking from the contact.
Let's go, fellas.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Get that ball.
Look, squeeze.
That's a jet sweep into the hands of Metcalf. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. They're going to look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nick Vigil coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
They can't stop us. They cannot hold us.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. And he's going to go down again.
Sack, baby.
And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way?
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and just like that, it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. But it's brought in by Washington. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw. Wakefield. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. Back to throw. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And now this throw complete to Washington. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. He's back to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And it's caught. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Very much in range for a tying field goal as they hurry to the line. He's got it. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Well, Charles, an absolutely thrilling finish there at the end, down to the final play. Got it close to the goal line, but couldn't punch it in.
How much fun was that ending, though, for us?
We were standing up.
I had to. You had to get out of your seat for that one. That close to the goal line. Oh.